So instead of a reading, I thought I would just tell a couple of anecdotes around my book, A Perfect Machine. The first one is, that thing. It's the publisher, Anger Robot in the UK. They asked me one of the edits that they wanted was more character development, and I was like, okay, well, I don't really know how I just want to, it's hard to just sort of shoehorn in character development. So I'm like, okay, so how am I going to do it? And it was kind of near the end of the editing process, and so I thought, well, I need a fairly quick way to do this. And then I remembered that my wife and I, we've have this thing going on Facebook where it's called Husband Funny du jour. It's because I occasionally say pretty stupid things, and
you just don't know what animals are.
Yeah, like animals and vegetables and stuff, I kind of have a hard time identifying, and for whatever reason. And so we've been keeping a log of these, and then we post them as they happen, and but we always keep a running document. And so I thought, it's because there's a love connection in the book, and I thought, okay, if I'm going to develop those characters, I can just stick that in, verbatim. And so I did. I just cut and pasted it and stuck it in and sent it off. Yeah, there's that's great, thanks. And I was like, wow, it actually worked. So if you read the book, any of the actual section in there is all stuff that I actually said and that Sandra made fun of me for. So that's in there. And then the second anecdote is Sandra and I are also publishers for Teasing Publications, and we were at Word on the Street in Toronto recently, and this guy came up to the table and he said, and I've got copies of the Anger Robot book up there as well, and I didn't know this guy. And he comes up and he's, looking, and he looks over and he goes, hey, I know that book. And I'm like, oh, cool. He goes, yeah, I was in a chapters, and just in an entirely different, part of the store, nowhere near the SF Fantasy section at all. And this guy came up to him. Oh, I should actually say the book is about a society of people who basically are able to absorb bullets into their body. And there's a whole, kind of a religion that's sort of formed around it, and the idea is to hit the 100% lead content mark. And so there's people who shoot them, and they run around the city. It's kind of like a game, but it's a game that nobody else knows about. And there's all these, ideas about what happens when you hit the 100%. Do you ascend and become a giant metal god? Or what happens to you, right? And so it's kind of all about that. And it's not a spoiler, but it's sort of it ends up that you become a giant organic metal robot. You start to turn into almost like a kaiju, like a giant robot. And it's all very nihilistic, and it doesn't end well for anybody.
There's the spoiler part.
Yeah, that's the spoiler part. If you like that kind of thing, though,
It's horror.
that's your book. Yeah, that's where the horror aspect comes in. So that's what the book's about. And so this guy comes up, this random guy comes up to this guy that I'm talking to at Word on the Street, holding a copy of A Perfect Machine, and he just taps the guy. The guy turns and looks and yeah, and he goes, you should buy this. This is how the world is going to end. He's you should tell everybody, and you should read this. This is coming, and it's not going to be long. It's coming, and you should read this. This is how the world is going to end. And the guy's just okay. So I was that is the best story I could hope for. I have random crazy guy, going around, doing promo for my book. It's amazing. So that's that.